This morning, a Hampshire charity who provide gifts for children at Christmas say demand has never been so high. Here's Annette Davis from Scratch, a charity in Southampton.
Last year we helped 2,282 children. I've still got referrals coming in. I've got a wodge on my desk to be processed at the moment, so I don't know what the final figure's going to be, but it's going to be considerably higher. And I'm sure that's a lot down to the cost of living crisis. Families who, normally just about manage are now facing higher energy bills, higher food costs, and then Christmas is just around the corner. And they don't know what to do. We shouldn't have poverty in this country, but we do, and a lot of the time it's hidden. But I think this year it's not hidden anymore.
Meanwhile, in Swanage, a new mobile pantry will be operating next month to help low-income families with food costs. Joining me now from Food for Thought, project co-founder, friend of the show, Abigail Parker. Abigail, good morning.
Good day to you, Alan.
Now, welcome back to the show. Tell me a little bit about this project, because often when we have projects on, we're asked, or messages come in for a bit of clarity as to perhaps who qualifies, how people access it. So a little bit about this project, please.
Yes, so the Food for Thought project has been set up under the umbrella of the Swanage and Purbeck Development Trust, which has allowed us to move forward really quickly to get these vital food supplies into our local community from January. There's a membership form that you have to fill in. It's very simple and straightforward that Fair Share provide. Fair Share are the company that we're partnering with, and they are one of the UK's biggest charities fighting hunger and food waste at the moment, and their service currently supports over 1 million people in the UK. So, yeah, it's a straightforward process, and it's launching here on the 9th of January in Swanage.
And does it include, forgive me for sort of digging into the detail, but would I be paying a small amount for food items if I'm part of this scheme? So I would put here's a couple of quid, so I'm contributing, or is that the way you're raising funds?
No, so it's fully funded. We went to the council and got funding for that straight away, which was brilliant. In terms of how the actual mobile pantry works, there's 3 tiers, so people can spend £2.50 and they get 8 items of food, £3.50 for 12 items, and £5 for 15 to 20 items. So you can imagine how much that's going to help people who are struggling with cost at the moment. They're getting full shopping bags full of good-to-eat food, plus fresh vegetables and salad and fruit. So it's across-the-board help for people on low incomes, people in emergency accommodation, sheltered housing. We're looking at targeting all of them, but we're starting with the children and the families first.
Could you put some numbers around this for people listening? Because I think it helps when it comes to understanding demand, because often the media will go with a sort of line of everything is in crisis, and without the data it's hard to make an assessment yourself. So what sort of numbers are you dealing with?
Yeah, I mean, we've got our data directly from the local council and various other resources. And in Swanage itself, we've got 275 children in 190 families that are classed as urgent care need for food supplies at the moment. So that gives you a little bit of a snapshot of what's going on just in this small area.
Do you also get involved with helping the families look at their finances, look at their energy bills, to see whether there's other aspects of their lives that they perhaps might have missed that you think, we could help here? Or are you solely about the sort of meeting the need, getting food on the table?
No, I mean, the Food for Thought is a platform for various other things. And what we set up is every week on a Monday, we're going to have a citizens advice advice service to run along at the same time. So people are going to be signposted directly over to an advisor from CAB who are there, happy to talk about any of the issues, whether that's debt or fuel poverty or anything that they can help them with. So we're definitely providing as many services as we can at the same time to get people the help they need.
I know that you're kind of relatively new in the terms of charities, but is there any way of you going, actually, we're looking at year-on-year data and we can see it's increased, say, about the same?
Yeah, I mean, we know even from the Fair Share data models that food insecurity has doubled since the pandemic. So, I mean, these are really worrying statistics, obviously, but this is why we're doing something very proactive on a local level and getting this food in the area and directly to the people who need it. And we're going to be distributing that through the local schools as well. So they're very involved. It's a real community issue. And hopefully we'll give people a boost of confidence. There's help out there. We're a community and we're definitely going to help you from January anyway.
Abigail, good luck to you and your team. Thank you for coming on the radio this morning. You can find out more about that if you live in and around Swanage, the Purbeck area, around that area, and you're listening this morning. Food for Thought is where you need to go to online.